Hi, hello, vanakkam, and welcome back to yet another interesting episode on your favorite Little's Law YouTube channel. So today in this video, we're going to see how to do parameterization using, like in the K6 Studio tool. So yeah, as we all know, in fact, I have even created a few videos on how to do parameterization using K6, that is through the JavaScript. But in this video, we're going to see how to do that with the K6 Studio, and we all know K6 Studio is the latest release from the Grafana. It's again an open source tool which we can use for performance testing. So now we'll see how to do the parameterization, and for this I have created a very simple script because I just wanted to demo you how to do this parameterization, because this will definitely help you with your scripting part. And before we move on to this video, this is me, Asan Shanmugam. I welcome you all to our Little's Law YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and please do like this video, comment your questions and feedbacks. And if you like this video, please do like the video and then share it with your friends. And as you all know, we are having our free training, that is transition from manual or functional testing to non-functional, which is performance testing, in 3 months, which we have the sessions on this Saturday, the coming Saturday, which is on 21st, 12 p.m. IST. If you haven't registered yet, please do check my YouTube channel. You can get to connect to my WhatsApp channel, and I get all the communications there. And yeah, coming back to this video. So first, the plan is I'm going to parameterize the login credentials. So which is here. So I have so what I did is it's a very simple step. Let me just show you the process first on what did I do. So I have an application. So this is my application, and here I have my credentials. I have my credentials. And what I'm going to do is, and after I logged into this application, I just do a logout. So all I wanted to show you is how to do the parameterization part for the credentials. And the credentials I'm going to use is the other one. Let me show you. So this is the credential which I'm going to show it. So for now, what I'll do is I have that particular login credentials, where I enter the login credentials, is in this step. So we have like several get requests and post requests. As you all know, get request is something like we read the information from the server, and post is something we read and we submit data. If you see here, we can see the request, you can see the headers, you can see the method, the post method, the content length, which user agent have used, and all the details you can collect here. And also you can collect the responses as well. Like after I send a request, you get back the response, and you can see the content of it. So here you can see the token that has been generated. Let me just expand it for a moment for you to see. So here you can see the content, like the token for this particular application, the refresh token, and everything is there. And then we have the cookies here. So these are the responses that we collect after we log in. So so why do you see the token after you log in? Is once you establish your connection with the server, once you do the login, automatically the server sends you a token, and that is to make sure that okay, this guy is one of my user, and he is number 6, and we are going to interact with this same token until the end of this transaction. So that is why we get this token, we get this CSR of token, we get whatever session ID or whatever in any technology or whatever in any language. The part is, it's between a connection, it's between a handshake between the server and the user, right? So coming back to the main point, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the parameterization. So for that, here, if you can, let me just click on the script. So here you can see 2 tabs on the right side. One is the request and the other one is the script. So when I click on the script, you can see under the post request where we enter the credentials. So let me just go back to that step here. Parameters. Okay, I think it should be somewhere about this one. Okay, let me click on this. Okay, and going back to this, let me try to do this. Okay, add rule, parameterization. Okay, got it. So if I go to the script now, and let me just delete this one. So delete, and let me get back to my request first, the post request. And before that, yeah, I just missed one thing, so I just want to validate the script. So let me just do a quick validation. And meanwhile, we can, the validation is running fine, goes well. Yep, the login logout part is working fine. I click on the user. This one will help us to get this request. So here, if you see, in this login tab, okay, let me close this one. And yeah, here I got it. So under this post request and under this username, so we have got. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to change. I'm going to parameterize this part. So we have a few steps to do that. And for that, for the first step is I'm going to click on add role. So under add role, we have several options. So we'll see how to do the correlation in the next video. So in this video, we'll see about parameterization. So let me click on the parameterization. So once I click on that, it will give me the options. So I can I can filter the path, and the target is in the body. So if the value is in the headers, I can choose headers. If it is in the body, I can choose body. So the value, the target, which value you're going to change. And if it is in the URL, yes, we can change the URL as well. And then the type. So are we going to use begin and end? So when I say begin and end, that's the left boundary and the right boundary. And is that going to be a regular expression? Yes, we can even do that. And if it is a JSON type, yes, we can do that by collecting by doing the JSON path. But in this example, we are going to see it with the begin and end, that is with the left boundary and the right boundary. And then how am I going to replace? So am I going to replace it with the text value, or am I going to replace it with the value? So for now, I'm going to use the text value first. I'll show you how to do that. And let me select the text value, and what value I'm going to change will be chosen now. Let me go back to the script, and then the part. So we have to get the left and the right boundary, right? And for that, let me get the left boundary, and I can even select until this, no problem. So get this one, cut, and then so what I did is, except the value 6, I have chosen everything. So if you see here, the value is now showing empty because we have removed all those values. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace it with 7. So when I enter 7 here, so I'm going to replace this value with 7. So when I added 7, automatically the value is replaced here. So this is how the parameterization is. It's a very simple way. It's a very simple way of replacing your value. So what is parameterization? It's always the value that's given by the user, right? So I have replaced the username now, and yeah, so I have replaced username, and now we'll see how to replace the password. And before that, there's one more interesting part, which is here. If you see, it has changed the value here as well. Like the value 6 has been also changed to 7. So what I'll do is, let me delete. Okay, let's do the other way. So what I'll do is, let me remove this one. So first we will replace the password part, and then we will move on to the username. So for that, let me just choose this one, go to add role, parameterization, body, begin, end, text value, and the begin is going to be the password, delete, and the double quotes, and then the value is going to be 7. So I will just make very simple credentials, and if I go back to the script, here you can see the value that is changing. Yeah, so here if you see, I have changed the value to 777. This is basically the password, and now I will add the username. For that, let me select the username here, Control C, begin. The value is going to be 7. So now I have changed the username and the password, right? Let's save the generator. So once you save this, you can very well see these values. Yeah, you can very well see. And now what I'll do is, let me do a quick validation to make sure that the parameterization works fine. Yep, it went well. Let me just click on this one and see the content. Yep, I can see the token that's getting generated. The raw content, yep, it works fine. The content work looks fine. The preview looks fine. So yeah, the expectation here is completed. And let's try this with the other options as well. So previously we have replaced it with the text value. Now we'll see how to do that with the variables. So for that, let me just remove the other options first to keep it clear. And yeah, let me add the rule, the parameterization. And like I told you, we have to create the variables. And for that, let me go to the test options again, go to the test data, add variable, and then I'm going to add the username. So again, it's going to be 7 and the password. Again, it's going to be the values, password values. Yeah, so now I got the username and password. And the next part is we're going to find the same way where we have to find the credentials. And for that, let me again go back, get the post request. Is that the post request? Oops, let me get that again. The post request here. Yep, so here in line number 246, so let me remember it, and let me create the parameterization. Yeah, and before that, go to the test options, test data, add variable, username, and then the password. Yep, I have added the passwords. And coming back to the line, the 246. Yep, I remember it now. So coming back to 246, let me get it quickly. Yep, yeah, the same thing. So what I'm going to do is, okay, so this time let's try using the regex. For that, it's very simple. Get this part, then dot star question mark, and now I'll replace it with the variable, the username. So here I have replaced it with the value, and now okay, the usual thing. So for that, what I'll do is, let me first replace the password, go to the test options. Okay, I have it already. Go to the add rule, parameterization, and let me get the body, the regex, and the regex thing. So here under the script, password, I think it's under line number 246. 246, yep. Password, double quotes, colon, bracket, dot, star, question mark, and then another double quotes at the end. Let me just even copy it to avoid any confusion here. Copy this, paste it, remove this value, and yeah, so let me replace it with the variable regex under the body. Yeah, so I replaced it. And the next thing is, we're going to create another rule, the username. So go to parameterization, the regex, and let me get the values here. Regular expression, sorry, dot star question mark, the values here. It's going to be the value here, so it's been changed. Let me get this one again, the password. Okay, so it's dot star question mark, double quotes. Yep. So we've got the username and password that's been set. And let me save this generator, and let me do a quick validation to see how does it work, whether the values are properly replaced in the proper location. Yep, it looks fine. If you see, we have got the 200 response code. Yep, I'm able to see the content, the token that's been generated. And yeah, so if you see here, the constant variable is 7, 7. Yep, so with that I come to an end of this video. We'll see more information in our upcoming videos in terms of correlation, in terms of various other options. So until I see you in our next videos, bye bye from us, and your favorite Little Law YouTube channel. Take care and bye bye.